Hi everyone, welcome to our channel. Let's get into the video. You're in for a terrible surprise if you weren't aware of all of these world's most dangerous places to visit and had them on your bucket list all along. If you're planning a global trip, it's best to stay away from some of the world's most dangerous locations. Although you may not be able to visit all of them, you should understand more about their presence and what makes them dangerous. Let's have a look at the video and see how terrifying it is. Number 10. Madidi National Park, a jungle paradise. Madidi National Park is a 19,000 square kilometer park in Bolivia that runs along the Amazon River. The national park, which is densely forested, is home to a diverse range of flora and wildlife, some of which are poisonous and not edible. Because the forest is densely forested, travelers are cautioned against entering the park alone. The forest is one of the world's largest protected areas because it is home to some of the world's most hazardous creatures, birds, and plants, earning it a spot on the list of the world's most dangerous places to visit. Number 9. North Sentinel Island, forbidden, dangerous and mysterious place. North Sentinel Island is located in the Andaman Islands and is regarded as one of the most hazardous tourist destinations in the world. The locals have been living in their ancient ways, denying any and all forms of communication with the outside world. The indigenous people who live on this island are not used to outsiders, and when visitors arrive, they perceive them as a danger and resort to violence. This is one of the weirdest islands in the planet, and its legends attract travelers from all over the world. Another reason why tourists are advised not to visit the site is the indigenous community's safety. Tourists can carry disease-causing bacteria and transmit them across the population since they have no immunity. Number 8. Gates of Hell, Door to Hell. The Darvaza gas crater in Turkmenistan is nicknamed as the Gates of Hell. It is a natural gas field within an underground cave that has been burning since 1971, when geologists lit it on fire to prevent methane gas from spreading. It's near the town of Derwaz, Ashgabat, in the heart of the Karakum Desert, some 260 kilometers north of Turkmenistan's capital. The gas resource discovered here is one of the largest natural gas reserves in the world. The region was dubbed Door to Hell by locals because of the explosion, boiling mud, and orange flames in the enormous crater, which measured 70 meters (230 feet) in diameter. The hotspots covered a 60-meter-long, 200-foot by 20-meter deep, 66-foot region. It is one of the top 10 most hazardous places on the planet. Number 7. Danakil Desert, a volcanically active area. The Danakil Desert in East Africa is one of the world's most desolate landscapes. The Danakil Desert is not easily accessible for travel enthusiasts, with temperatures routinely exceeding 50 degrees centigrade, 122 degrees Fahrenheit, as well as volcanoes and geysers spewing poisonous gas. Even if you only remain for a short time, your physical health might suffer greatly. This is one of the strangest places on the planet. The presence of large concentrations of poisonous sulfur fumes in the area causes the most negative consequences. This is a volcanically active location, and the air temperature in the desert seldom dips below 50 degrees Celsius, adding to the danger. As a result, the Danakil Desert has become one of the most hazardous places on the planet. Number 6. Skeleton Coast, harsh climate. The Skeleton Coast stretches from southern Angola to northern Namibia. It runs from the Kanine River in the south to the Swakop River in the north. Because of its severe environment, the Skeleton Coast is considered one of the deadliest locations on Earth, with a slim chance of survival. Travelers will find it difficult to explore this quiet location due to the weather, scorching winds, and a shortage of food and drink. Apart from the extreme climatic conditions, the region is littered with animal bones, whales, elephants, turtles, seals, and so on, giving it a sour aspect. Apart from environmental hazards, human dangers, such as gang violence and robbery, make it unsafe for visitors to visit. It is without a doubt one of the most hazardous places on the planet. Number 5. Death Valley, most extreme place on Earth. Death Valley is a scorching hot desert valley on the California-Nevada border. It is regarded as one of the world's trendiest destinations. Only a few deserts in the Middle East and Africa, which approach peak temperatures throughout the summer, can compete with Death Valley. In July 2018, the hottest spot on Earth set a new record for warmest month. 108.1 degrees Fahrenheit was the average temperature, including nighttime lows. The daily highs have been 127 degrees Fahrenheit for 4 days in a row, which is the hottest temperature ever recorded. Death Valley got its name from a group of settlers who got lost here during the winters of 1849 to 1850. While only one person died here, we believe they all believed this valley would be their final resting place. William Lewis Manley and John Rogers, two of their young men who had learned to be scouts, saved them. As the guys ascended out of the valley and over the Panamint Mountains, one of them turned around and said, "Goodbye, Death Region," cementing the valley's status among the world's most hazardous locations. Number 4. Oymyakon experiences an extreme climatic condition. Oymyakon is a tiny Russian hamlet in the Oymyakonsky region. Because of its severe weather conditions, this location is regarded as one of the most hazardous. In this location, life is hard to maintain due to the extreme temperatures. The temperature lowers to -40 degrees Celsius, -90 degrees Fahrenheit, making it difficult for visitors or travelers to visit the area safely because few people can withstand this cold. Apart from the heat, people avoid visiting this location since there are no veggies accessible and nothing that can be cultivated, thus food is a significant concern. Only around 500 individuals have been able to establish themselves in this location and withstand the extreme cold. Number 3. Lake Natron, the most inhospitable areas on Earth. Let's not be fooled by the ring of salt marshes at Lake Natron's shore. This lake is widely recognized as one of the world's most hostile environments. Lake Natron in northern Tanzania resembles a lake of fire in appearance and behavior. The high amounts of natron, sodium carbonate decahydrate, in the lake's water render it caustic to human skin and ice, with a pH of above 12. The lake also has red-colored microorganisms, which gives it its distinctive pink-red colors. Despite the fact that most organisms cannot survive in the 120-degree lake water, cyanobacteria have colonized natron and given the lake its distinctive red and orange hues. Surprisingly, 2.5 million lesser flamingos make Lake Natron home, despite the fact that it is one of their few breeding places, making the lake's conservation a major priority. It is one of the top 10 most hazardous places on the planet. Number 2. Snake Island, the deadliest place on Earth. No native would ever dare to walk on an island approximately 25 miles off the coast of Brazil. According to legend, the last fisherman who ventured too close to his beaches was discovered drifting in his boat, deceased in a blood pool, days later. The mystery island is called Ilha da Queimada Grande, and it is said to be so hazardous to visit that the Brazilian government has declared it illegal for anybody to go there. The golden lancehead snakes, a pit viper species and one of the world's deadliest serpents, pose a threat to the island. It is without a doubt the most hazardous area on the planet. Finally, you've arrived to the video's most anticipated segment. Number 1. Death Road, extremely dangerous road. North Yungas Road is nicknamed as Death Road for all the reasons you might imagine. Fog, landslides, rivers, and cliffs plummeting 2,000 feet, 610 meters, in each turn make driving up or down this 43-mile, 69-kilometer switchback very perilous. Until 1994, almost 300 drivers were murdered every year, earning it the moniker Death Highway and placing it on the list of the world's most hazardous places to visit. The route, which is bordered by hilly terrain, stretches long enough to connect the Amazon jungle to the capital city. As a result, it was not uncommon for merchants to pack onto trucks and buses in order to sell their wooden crops in the region. The hairpin curves, on the other hand, were insufficiently wide for each vehicle, resulting in numerous trucks colliding with people and their livelihoods. Many wild and hazardous locations exist on our planet, right alongside well-known tourist spots to which we have long aspired. We hope that this list of the world's most dangerous locations aids you in better crafting your bucket list. Don't forget to forward this to all of your trip companions. If you've had similar exhilarating experiences, please share them in the comment section. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. Please share this video with your relatives and friends to raise awareness. See you all in the next video.